Hello, hi, dear friends. Welcome again in this talk in this platform with Mundo Holístico. That it allows us to present it in English, and I think it's great because many of my subscribers and if people has contacted me asking for if I can do the presentations in English. So we've got this option to share, to talk more about the benefits of the crystal therapy and this healing method created by my master and my mentor, Ana Silvia Serrano, this healing method, healing with crystals and obsidian. And today I want to share with you about the crystal therapy and its different uses, about the healing properties of obsidian in particular. At the end, I would like to share a little bit more. And so this healing method, the use of the crystal therapy, it is an integral method that is a holistic medicine, we say, because it treats us, patients, students, as beings with all our multidimensional being. Yes, it's gonna go instead of going just to go and treat the symptom. It's gonna see us as a whole, as a whole unit, as we are beings with a physical body, with a mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So what it does, the crystal therapy, it helps us to return to our balance. And why is this possible? And this is because what they do is like they mobilize our energy. When we have stagnant energy in ourselves, we know there could be illness, there could be depression, there's no energy of life. So by using the crystals, we reestablish that by activating that life force in us, in ourselves. And with the crystal therapy, we as we are going to see today, we can use it in many different ways. And to go back to the origin, I mean, we have to go eons of time. We know how the crystals, they have been consistently used by different civilizations, knowing that they have, healing properties. They were used either by applying it in specific parts of the body or in the chakras. For example, I mean, we know like the hematite. I mean, here I've got one hematite that is connected to the blood, that by having and working with hematite is going to benefit. It's going to strengthen your blood, your circulation. So another example would be with the selenite. We know also that many civilizations use it, for cosmic connection, that it brings us, help us focus in meditation. So crystals are a natural tool that is accessible to all of us because they are widely available around the world. And when we say crystals, we also include the minerals, because we use in the crystal therapy, we use crystals and minerals. But as a general way of calling them, I'm going to be mentioning crystals. So they can help us for avoiding having to take chemicals to suppress from a headache and from hormone imbalances, up to depression and other illnesses, as we will see. But what they do is, when we work with crystal therapy, we are strengthening our immune system. And this is possible because what we are working with chakras, by reestablishing them, by balancing them. In this healing method that I trained, we work in a period of 6 weeks, meeting once a week in person or online. And I will be, teaching you as my patient or as my student to balance your chakras, to cleanse them, to activate them. And the crystals are having this accumulative effect, that your this vortex of energy, that are the chakras connected to nadis, to meridians, to organs and systems, They start to connect the prana, the energy flows is reestablished, and we can experience this well-being. So it has many, many uses. I mean, the crystals, as I mentioned, either to relieve pain, we can apply some of the crystals of parts of the body, or to activate the chakras. They are also used, and they have been used to unblocking, as I said to you, reestablishing. I mean, those, when there is stagnant energy, we can unblock them, activate the life force energies, but also to increase our energy. We know crystals are used, for example, like quartz, clear quartz. When we hold them, we know they start to vibrate with us, and they expand our energy field, our aura, and we feel recharged as a battery. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful tool to increase your energy levels as well. Crystals have also been used to help people out of depression. Yes, so when we feel with low energy, I mean, that's a sign of it could be of depression. So it's by the using of this of the crystal therapy, of the crystals, we can increase our energy levels, and we can also another example is, we can even do, I just want to show you, we can even do operations with the crystals. I mean, if we use a Vogel crystal, which is a multifaceted crystal, there's an enormous variety of uses for the crystals. I mean, there's crystals that are polished, crystals that are points, crystals that are clusters of crystals. For example, this amethyst, that we know, for example, this would be ideal for cleansing the energy of our environments, because we are talking about increasing your energy in your space, and also by dispelling negative energy. With it, high vibration is increasing the vibration on the place, helping to opening your chakras also, and your heart chakra in particular. These amethysts are wonderful. What other use? Yes, I mean, sometimes we're going to be using crystals. As you know, they have different colors. So depending what vibration you want to activate in you, is the crystals that we are going to choose. For example, we are going to choose a crystal with an attribute. If we want to go for grounding, we're going to go ones that have lower vibration, like the hematite, like the obsidian. If we want to go to help us to with our meditation, we're going to go with very high vibration crystals, and it could be like the amethyst or the selenite. And selenite is also associated with the Lemurians and the Atlantis, which were these ancient civilizations that they did use the crystals a lot, and they left us with a legacy of the knowledge through other ancient civilizations more contemporary to us, like the ancient Egypt, like the Mayans, the Tibetans, that we know now. We are rescuing these tools with those with the legacy that they left us, with the use of the crystals. But mainly, I would say, if you ask me, if I have to go for one thing in common that all crystals do to us, is, and it is increasing our vibration. What they do, and which I think is very, very important, is by increasing, they start activating that connection with ourselves. If you think that the crystals, they are also vibrating with the vibration of the earth, and some of them more to the higher ones, high vibrations with the vibration of the cosmos. If you think that this is helping us by connecting, immediately increasing our vibration, we connect with our human essence. And for me, I mean, this is one of the uses that is the main use of the crystals, because it connects with this essence of ourselves that we are so in risk of forget sometimes, because we, we are bombarded by technology or the rhythms of life that they gone very very fast. It's like almost as if we are sometimes roboticized, like robots. So this is bringing us back, using the elements of the earth to contact with our essence, and to make us, help us think more, think and feel more like humans. So this is a quality that it should always be bear in mind. And now with everything that is happening, I mean, we hear a lot nowadays, obviously, global warming. So, what a wonderful tool, if you have a tool that you can connect with and feel closer to the earth. Because we all talk about global warming, but if we nurture, if we become more ritualistic, and we rescue these precious presents that the earth give us, I think we can all do our work by working with our energetic bodies, by working with crystals. We can all help to the earth and to everyone around us. So by increasing your vibration, I think it connects us also with everyone else around. This pulsation of the earth is very important, because we need that connection with the earth. We need to feel alive. And what happened, I just want to give an example, what happens when they sent the astronauts into space. They noticed that they got ill after a certain period of time of being out of out of the earth. And when they return, what they realized is that they needed something to connect them with the vibration of the earth, yes, with this electromagnetic field of the earth. So they prepare some quartz cards that the astronauts took and they put close to their bodies, and that helped, that pulsation of the quartz, it helped their organs and systems to stay healthier longer. So that was to connect with that ferromagnetic and magnetic vibration of the earth. So this is something that we feel more healthy when we are pulsating with the earth, and that frequency. There's some certain crystals, I would say, that are more have that attribute, like the hematite, the smoky quartz, the obsidian. And there's also other, as I said, in contrast to the earthy vibration, there's other crystals that have more cosmic vibrations, like the anandamide, the trigonite quartz, selenite, which has a connection with that celestine light, that very, very high vibration of the cosmic, of the cosmos. There's other crystals that, interestingly, they have a combination of these two vibrations, and these are called dynamic combinations, that they have this low and high. So it's this connection with the earth and this connection with the cosmos, that those crystals are really wonderful tools for our transformation. And why is that? Is because they help us with the integration of our duality. They help us to connect us with a higher consciousness, but being grounded in with the earth. So we can integrate them in our daily life, harmonizing our physical bodies, the subtle bodies, and raising our energy levels. Because remember, I mean, one thing, the crystals have been used and for many, many aeons of times, is to raise our energy levels. Yes. So I will say that these more dynamic combinations, they help us to integrate our frequencies as this multidimensional being that we are. Yes, we're talking about vibrations from the first chakra up to the seventh, connected in harmony with the earth and the cosmos. Sorry for that interruption. I think it's coming from the computer. So these dynamic combinations, crystals, I mean, I would like just to mention an example of them could be the celestial smoky quartz, the amethyst, and the obsidian. And today I thought I will mention a little bit more about the obsidian and being an obsidian therapist formed in this healing method of healing with obsidian um, that is created by my master and tutor. And what are the properties of the obsidian that help us heal? What is it that what qualities brings the obsidian? Yes, and I should show you an obsidian. I mean, in this healing method, I'm just gonna pick up one. Actually, I've got my my pendant is an obsidian one. We use it with a lot of care, the obsidian. And there's a method that it has very precise rhythms, and it has to be with the accompaniment of an obsidian and crystal therapist, so certified by the International Society of Obsidian Therapists. So my recommendation would be always look for one of us, for myself, or one of my colleagues around the world, and you can see more information in obsidianamx.com or in my website as well. And I can point you to the right if you need a therapist in your country. But there is in obsidianamx.com, there's a list of all the certified therapists, obsidian therapists around the world who are giving this crystal healing therapy using crystals and obsidian, and the obsidian healing method as well. So you can be reassured that your safety is going to be always the main focus, and you can benefit with the use of these crystals, crystal healing method, or the obsidian healing method, if you work with that. And so the properties that help us and makes the obsidian such an interesting and dynamic crystal, this combination of low and high vibration, that it has that effect that harmonizes all our body, is because the obsidian has different attributes. And in this book, in her book, Ana Silvia Serrano talks about, it's in Spanish so far at the moment, but I believe there are plans to be translated in other languages, Obsidiana, Piedra Sagrada de Sanación, and it talks about different properties. And I would like to share with you some of them, is that it has these properties of absorption. Remember when I said to you that some of the crystals are used for unblocking. Yes, when we say unblocking that blocked energy in us, that stagnant energy, what it does, the obsidian with its dark color, it has a very low frequency that it works as if the black holes in the space, they absorb what's that dense energy. But there's also the theory that it says that in the dark holes in the space, there's also a lot of light. So it has that quality that any heavy energy, it will bring and absorb and mobilize it. Yes. And that is what we feel we heal, because as I said to you earlier, when we mobilize our energetic bodies, we feel better. The depression is mobilized. There's no more that dense energy that can crystallize into illness if it's let stagnant, if it's let unattended. So it's mobilizing, it's absorbing, and then it has the capacity of dissipating it. Another of the attributes of the obsidian is the high ferromagnetism. And as you know, the ferromagnetism, it's antiviral and antibacterial, like with magnets. I mean, you don't have a bacteria or virus around it. And what it does is quality of ferromagnetism is going to activate in every cell in your body. Because remember that the crystals, they work with us and they have an impact in our blood, in our cells, it starts impacting our energetic body, but everything has an impact in the physical body. Remember, the chakras are also like the bridges between the subtle bodies and our physical body. Yes. So working with crystals, it has an impact in the cells, and this information goes into each cell of your body. Yes, so it's acting in the blood. So that magnetic energy of the ferromagnetism is what nourishes this cell with energy of life. It's like you are nourishing your cells. And the obsidian, it comes from the earth, and is nourishing your body with this property. Another of the obsidian properties, healing properties, is that is alkaline. And when we say alkaline, is because in this healing method we only work with obsidians that are trademark registered of Obsidiana MX, and they go through a selection process, and they make sure there isn't any incrustations or any alterations to the obsidian. So the alkalinity that it has in itself, what it does, it is again is triggering that quality in your cells. And when we have our body balanced, our average pH is around 5, 6, or even 7. But if it drops, what happens is our body becomes more acidic when it drops to 4, 3, levels of 3. So the acidity is in our bodies is that can bring disease so many times. So imagine having a crystal that was really nurturing again at your cells, bringing that balance in the alkalinity. Other of the properties of the obsidian is that it has an ultraviolet and infrared frequency. And when I said earlier today that it's a dynamic crystal that has this vibration connected to the earth and to the cosmos, this is what it is, because what it does is mobilizing your energy from the first to the seventh chakra. And this is reverberating, vibrating. It brings movement to your chakras, to your nadis, to your meridians. And there is like a circuit inside your body, so the energy starts to flow from first chakra to the seventh. So the energy circulates from this ultra red ray connected to the earth to the ultraviolet connected to the cosmos. So this flow of energy that happens in your body, it makes you feel connected to life. It makes you feel more vibrant, and this is something that I see again and again in patients, of my patients and students who use obviously the obsidian under this healing method. How there's a real transformation in even the attitude to life, because we feel more connected, more vibrant, and it doesn't allow any energy to get stagnant. And I think that's the clue, as I say to you, the crystals, and in this case in particular the obsidian, it's by its capacity to mobilize our energetic bodies, is that we are healing. Yes, it is having a holistic impact in you. So and the healing is not just to a symptom. I mean, you may have a headache, you can use a crystal to help it, but it's also working in your emotional body, it's working in your mental body, it's working in your physical body, it's also in the spiritual body. So it's all as a holistic, it's this integration of the mind, emotions, and body, that is all not separate but not identical, not so it's all part of the same. It's like a union that when we affect one is affecting the other. So by balancing your emotional bodies, if you've got a crystal that can really bring you more peace, a crystal that can connect you with your emotions, that will also have an impact in your physical body. So it's acting you this healing, this holistic and integral healing. So there's a very well-known author in England called Judy Hall, and I was lucky to meet her. in London a few years ago when she was giving a course, and she said crystals always give us so much more than what we think. Even they're working, even with us after we left them. They're still working us because the vibration is there, so it's resonating, it's working, and it's amplifying. It expands our horizons. They do. So they're really, really wonderful tools. I would like to carry on with a list of more benefits of the obsidian, the properties. And another interesting property that it has is the property of polarity, which is bringing the thermal balance in the body. Is a property that, this is why we say that healing with obsidian method is a preventative medicine, because it brings a coolness when there is inflammation, when there is warmth, heat, and it brings warmth when there is cold or there is depression, there's sadness. So remember, we are always working with this interconnection between the emotional, physical, mental bodies, with the understanding that all these emotions or even illnesses are vibrations that are with us in our energetic bodies. Yes. So that thermal balance is quite a unique healing property that makes it very, very interesting crystal to work with. And I will say that what it does, it also has, because it has a conchoidal cut inside, it also helps to connect with what you're feeling inside and bring it into consciousness. So it's whatever is inside, it brings it inside. So it's a wonderful way of increasing your vibration, because you're bringing consciousness, and then healing takes place. So I'm just checking the time. I think we are in time now. So there's a real transformation with the work with crystals, and in particular in the healing method with obsidian as well. For those who are interested in this, there's courses going on. I'm offering courses of crystal therapy at the moment online, or you can have a one-to-one of a therapy. Or if you are interested in the healing method with obsidian, there's a new course starting very soon on the 2nd of December. And tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. London time, there is a free webinar where you can come, and I will be explaining more about the course Healing with Obsidian, which I'm starting online. So it's available to everyone, wherever you are, and it's a 5-month course, a meeting only once a month for 2 hours and a half, 2 hours approximate. So I hope you enjoy this presentation about the different uses of the crystal therapy. And in particular, today we look at the healing properties of obsidian. We're going to be looking at other crystals in a fortnight. When I present again, we will look at the different crystal a little bit more in detail. But I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, please write to me, or you can check into obsidianamx.com to check a therapist in different languages, in different countries available to you. And I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you so much for being listening today. Thank you.